Okay, yesterday we started with this, and I've just discussed the initial introduction of what do you mean by induction. Now, let us continue from here. Who was reading yesterday?
Sarita.
Okay, I think she is not there in the session. महक यहाँ से read करोगे क्या? Induction helps to reduce anxiety.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Induction helps to reduce the anxiety levels among the new workers by helping them to adjust to the new work environment. Well-planned induction training helps the new employee to identify himself with the organization and its policies and procedures. An induction program may be conducted at a particular center for all the employees or at different places, branches of the company for different employees. Normally, the new employees are called together to the staff training college for the induction program.
Okay, so very clearly it is written that induction is basically done, or the intention of induction is to reduce the anxiety levels among the newly joined employees. Okay, and to help them understand about the company's policies and procedures. Okay, many a time students induction program is conducted at particular center. Okay, matlab like for instance I might be having so many offices in Bombay, but मैं मेरे हेड ऑफिस में शायद इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम कंडक्ट करती हूँ where I invite all the newly joined employees of different branches. Okay, but also many a times induction is done at different branches of the company for different employees. It completely depends on the company's you can say size and company's policy. Okay, how to conduct the induction program. I think it would be better if the induction program is conducted centralized. Okay, that means भले मेरे बहुत सारे ऑफिसेस हो, लेकिन मैं अपने हेड ऑफिस में इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम कंडक्ट करती हूँ और सारे न्यू जॉइनीज को वहां पे बुलाकर इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम कंडक्ट करती हूँ. So what will happen is, okay, it will be easy for me to infuse those common organization culture. Okay, so though you are going to work in Andheri office or somebody is going to work in Powai office, but if I'm doing the induction at Bandra head office of the company, I think all the employees working in different branches will still understand that they all belong to one company. Okay, so induction preferably should be done centralized. However, sometimes company does it decentralized also. All right, Mehak.
According to Michael Armstrong, induction is the process of receiving and welcoming an employee when he first joins a company and giving him basic information he needs to settle down quickly and happily and start work.
Yeah, I think very beautiful definition given by Michael Armstrong. He states that it's a process of receiving and welcoming the new employee. That means you are just like, in Indian culture, we welcome our guests. Okay, similarly, for employees, okay, newly joined employees, induction is kind of a welcoming program. Okay, wherein the basic information of the organization is given to the newly joined employee and they can settle down and happily start the work. I'm going a little fast here because it is repeating the same thing again and again. I hope there is no difficulty till here, students.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Can we directly start with induction is the types of induction program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Types of induction, which is formal and informal. Formal induction. Formal induction is a lengthy and time-consuming process, normally done by
We will go
Okay,
one by
ma'am.
one. Okay. Yeah. So first one is formal induction. As it is mentioned here, it is a little lengthy and time consuming process. Now, why is that so? Okay, because in formal induction, you are going to um, give information about your company, its history, its policy, rules and regulations. What are the relationships that exist within the company? That means organization structure and so many other details. So, therefore, formal induction becomes a very lengthy and time consuming one. Not necessary that all the newly joined employee would enjoy the session of formal induction. I give you one simple example. हम लोग जब कोई इवेंट कंडक्ट करते हैं तो स्टार्टिंग का वो एक 10, 15, 20 मिनट्स एक फॉर्मल प्रोग्राम होता है. Usually audiences do not enjoy much. Okay, that formal induction, that formal program is not much attracting, right? So similarly, students' formal induction is also not something which is enjoy, but it is going to give them a lot of information about the company. As the second point is already read out, I'll just explain you. It is usually done by the HR representative. Okay. So all those who are there in the session now, and you all have opted for HR specialization. So you should know this is one of the element or one of the job responsibility of HR executive, that he or she has to conduct has to conduct company induction. Okay, for the newly joined employee. So आपका ना PowerPoint presentation skills बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए. You should know how to take the flow of PPT. Okay, you should know how to make it interesting. um, the more you talk, the less impact it is going to be. Okay, I think your listeners would want to listen on to the point. Okay, and I think we can after our the syllabus is completed, we can have some mock sessions of giving company induction. I'll share some videos also how to give effective, um, induction PowerPoint presentations. So it is usually done by a HR representative. All right. Okay. Third point.
It is planned attempt to introduce new employees to the organization, job, and the working environment.
Yeah, it is just it's a planned thing. You are assembling a lot of information. Okay, so that you can send that information to the newly joined employee. Okay, and make him understand about the working environment and job culture in your company. Okay.
This type of induction consumes more time of the superior.
Yeah, because you are spending a lot of time in giving the information about the company, so superior has to spend a lot of time then.
It teaches the employees how error-free job is to be performed and ensure well coordination amongst different parties.
Huh. I think this is one of the important element of formal induction. It is going to teach the newly joined employee how to do the work without any errors. Okay, how to have effective coordination. किससे बात करनी चाहिए अगर आपको कुछ डिफिकल्टी आती है वर्क प्लेस पे तो मौजीज प्लीज कैन यू पुट योर ऑडियो ऑफ देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ नॉइज डिस्टर्बेंस
मैम वेटिंग रूम में स्टूडेंट्स है
हाँ तो लेट इट बी आई थिंक 15 minutes हो गया आई वोंट बी अलाउइंग नाउ द हाई टाइम एंड nobody is there in the waiting room by the way. I will get the notification na if somebody is there in the waiting room. All right. मैं कहाँ पे थी? Yeah. So in formal induction, you have to ensure that you are guiding the employees whom to coordinate when he or she is stuck at the workplace. Okay, and how to have effective coordination with different departments and different parties. Students, I genuinely request you, please do not disturb me or interrupt me when I am teaching. Okay, I break the link and then it becomes very difficult to bring that continuity again. If there is anyone there in the waiting room, you can put up in the chat box. And by the way, whoever is there in the waiting room, I get the notification. ऐसा नहीं है, मुझे मालूम पड़ता है अगर कोई waiting room में है. Your friends are bluffing you this early morning and I'm wasting my time here. Okay, Mehak, you can proceed.
Formal induction program provides a better chance to the organization to win the new employees' loyalty and also fit into the new organizational culture easily.
Yeah, I think in formal induction, you can explain the employee about what are the common organization culture that you follow. Okay, so he understands that how to work within the company's environment. I think it will also help you to get the newly joined employees attention and interest, okay, so that he can develop loyalty, and he finds no difficulty in adjusting to the company's culture. Okay, informal induction, this is again one advantage. Okay, moving ahead.
Formal induction is mostly carried out by large organizations.
Because there are so many things that you have to inform your newly joined employees. So usually large organizations carry out formal induction, which includes the following contents, that is,
Formal induction program thus includes the following contents. First is brief history of the organization.
yeah, very
Ma'am, continue.
important. No, we'll go one by one. So brief history means here you have to inform your newly joined employees. See, the company is large. Today it is large, but it started with an idea. It started with a small capital investment. I think most of the companies or organizations today, which are well-known companies, or which are also referred to as a brand, it actually started from a small stepping you can say stone, because once long back it was just too tiny, and today it is large. Okay, so you have to inform your new employees, what is the history of the company. मैंने जितने successful stories सुनी है ना, सभी successful stories का सबसे beautiful part क्या रहा है पता है? कि उन्होंने शुरुआत बहुत छोटे इन्वेस्टमेंट से की थी, बस एक बेहतरीन आइडिया के साथ की थी. ओके, pick up the story of Reliance, or pick up the story of Oberoi Hotels, pick up so many well-known companies. Their stories started with a very norm on a note where they started with a small investment but amazing ideas. Okay, so it's important to tell your newly joined employee what is a brief history of your company, who propounded this company, what was his idea, okay, and how did they got success in short span of time. Okay, because newly joined employee को पता होना चाहिए ना ये large organization कहाँ से start हुआ है. Okay, and you are a part of the company now, so you also have to take the company to next level, right? So you have to importantly discuss the history of the organization. Let me tell you one thing, students, your success stories are going to be amazing, but through your struggles you connect to people. Okay, आप आज कितने successful हो, उससे आप लोगों को सिर्फ अट्रैक्ट कर सकते हो, लेकिन आप आपके स्ट्रगल से ना लोगों को कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. ओके, व्हेन यू टेल टू द मासेस हाउ यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द स्मॉल नोट, how you started from with your idea, with little investment, automatically you connect with people. Okay, आप उनको स्ट्रगल बताते हो अपना कि okay, I was once long back, I was also traveling in the local train, in the peak hours जब बहुत गर्दी होती थी. Okay, I was also amongst the one who used to stand for the buses at the bus stand. Okay, I used to travel through public transport. Okay, I had my own struggle. I had to stay in Bombay on rented house. Okay, आई थिंक बहुत सारे बॉलीवुड स्टार्स अब शेयर करते हैं ना उनकी रियल स्टोरीज कि उनको बॉम्बे में सरवाइव करना डिफिकल्ट हो रहा था. They used to spend their time on the platforms, okay, and today they are big stars. Okay, I think people can connect to them. Okay, लोग उनको कनेक्ट करते हैं, तो आपकी स्ट्रगल स्टोरीज आपको हमेशा लोगों से कनेक्ट करेगी, तो वो आपके हिस्ट्री में डेफिनेटली होगा. तो न्यूली ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉय को ब्रीफली अपना हिस्ट्री बताओ. देन सेकंड थिंग इज
Organizational mission, vision, objectives, and philosophies.
हाँ, you have to explain your newly joined employee what is the company's mission. Okay, मतलब कंपनी क्या कर रही है, विजन क्या करना चाहती है. विजन इज long term, mission is what you're doing now. Okay, and then objectives, I think every company is having majorly two types of objectives. One is economic objective and the second one is non-economic objectives. So you have to explain to your employees what are your objectives, and of course philosophies. आपकी बिलीफ क्या है? Okay, are you a modern thinker or you are a traditional thinker or you are a blend of it? Okay, so you have to inform your newly joined employees. Then third one is,
Philosophies and procedure of the organization.
yeah, what is the company's policy? Okay, and what is the procedure of the organization? That means how you are going to spend your routine. Okay, biometric login करने के बाद में आपको क्या काम करना है, मीटिंग कैसे अटेंड करनी है. Okay, or is your work culture going to be sitting inside the cubicle or do you also have to travel outside? So you have to inform the procedure also. ओके, फॉर इंस्टेंस आप मेरी कंपनी ज्वाइन करते हो तो मुझे आपको बताना होगा कि मॉर्निंग में यू हैव टू fetch the data, work on that data. Post lunch you have to travel and meet the vendors and clients. Okay, so this is a procedure. You have to inform your newly joined employee so that he becomes familiar with that. Then next one is,
Rules and regulation of the organization.
certainly, because newly joined employee को पता होना चाहिए ना कि कंपनी किस रूल्स रेगुलेशंस को फॉलो करती है, किस चीजों को बिलीव करती है ना. तो एंड आई थिंक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि उन्हें ना स्पेसिफिक रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस बताओ. Okay, so that there is no confusion later on. All right, then next is,
Organizational structure and authority relationship.
okay, yes, I think extremely important. You tell them that, what is the organization structure in context to, what is the relationships that exist. कौन से लेवल ऑफ हायरार्की है. Okay? आप अगर काम में अटकते हो, आपको कोई डाउट्स है, आपको कुछ पूछना है या आपको कुछ इन्फॉर्म करना है, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू इन्फॉर्म योर टीम लीडर. हो सकता है टीम लीडर के ऊपर और एक पोस्ट हो, एक असिस्टेंट मैनेजर, then process manager, and then department manager, like this, operation manager. So there will be so many levels of hierarchy. वो तो न्यू एम्प्लॉय को मालूम नहीं है ना, तो यू हैव टू इन्फॉर्म योर न्यूली ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉय व्हाट आर द लेवल्स ऑफ हायरार्की. आपको भी ओरिएंटेशन के टाइम पे बोलते हैं ना कि अगर आपको कुछ इश्यूज रहेगा तो पहले आप क्लास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को रिपोर्ट करेंगे, फिर आप क्लास टीचर को, फिर आप कोऑर्डिनेटर को, फिर आप प्रिंसिपल को, फिर आप मैनेजमेंट को, राइट. सो सिमिलरली न्यूली ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉय को मालूम होना चाहिए लेवल ऑफ हायरार्की एंड whom he is supposed to report. उसके बाद
Terms and conditions of job, including remuneration, working hours, promotional avenues, etc.
okay, you have to surely inform them about remuneration. Okay, that means in case you remain absent or in case you report late to the company or in case you are not completing your task, तो आपका remuneration कटेगा, आपका salary कटेगा, ये आपको उन्हें बताना होगा. Working hours you have to inform them कि weekly 40 hours है या डे में आपको 8 hours work करना है. So what is the working hours? Promotion avenues means you have to tell your employee, newly joined employee, on what basis the company is giving promotion. Yeah, I think that is something which is going to impress the newly joined employee. उसे आइडिया आएगा कि अगर मैं किन चीजों पे काम करूंगा तो मुझे प्रमोशन मिलने वाला है. Okay, then next is,
Holidays and vacations.
yeah, of course. What is your company policies with regards to holidays and vacations? Is your company giving you what do you say, public holidays, or what is the vacation scheme by your company? So even that can be explained to your employee. Then
Training, education, benefits.
of course you have to inform your employee about what are the training methods of your organization and what education benefits. That means if you want to want to take up your professional studies ahead and higher studies ahead, what are the company policies. Okay, so that will be all, that can be also explained in the induction. Then
Welfare measures like subsidies, canteen, transport, health and recreation facilities, etc.
हाँ, welfare मतलब I think any employee who is joining would want to know now what is there for the employees. तो आप कैंटीन में क्या subsidized कैंटीन है जहाँ पे आपके prices कम होंगे. What kind of transport is there? A company bus pick and drop facility. फिर उसके बाद में हेल्थ एंड रिक्रिएशन. आई थिंक टुडे एवरी न्यूली ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉय इज मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस देन एनीथिंग एल्स. मैं अगर कोई कंपनी ज्वाइन करती हूँ, मेरा सबसे प्राइम मोटिव यही रहेगा कि कंपनी भाई मेरे लिए क्या करती है इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू वेलफेयर. ओके, आई एज अ पर्सन प्रेफर टू टेक अ ब्रेक when I'm doing the work. Okay, so what is the recreational facility in your company? Table tennis, carom board, जिम वगैरह कंपनी के अंदर ही ऐसा कुछ है या नहीं? ओके, स्टूडेंट्स टाइम इज चेंजिंग एंड चेंजिंग एट अ पेस यू कैन नेवर इमेजिन. तो आज के डेट में न्यूली ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉयज ये सारी चीजों को प्रेफरेंसेस देते हैं. ओके, सैलरी एंड कितना कंपनी दूर है वो सब चीजों को नहीं. वी हैव मेट्रो प्रोजेक्ट्स कमिंग अप. वी ऑलरेडी हैव वन मेट्रो this thing. So automatically travel is not something a biggest deal today. Okay, so what is more concerning to the new employees is the recreational facilities provided by the company. ये मोबाइल हमारे लिए क्या प्रोवाइड करता है, कैंटीन में कैसे टाइप का सब्सिडाइज रेट्स है. ओके, so this is something again, you know, one would be interested at. And lastly,
Job safety measures.
yeah, of course. Job safety measures. That means a newly joined employee should be informed now that if you are in the workplace, तो आपको क्या क्या चीजें करनी होगी to make sure that you know you are there is safety being ensured. For example, fire extinguishers है तो उसे कैसे use करना है just in case there's a fire breakout. Okay, and any other you know safety measures if required, you have to inform your employee. It was a little lengthy, but I hope it is very simple to understand what do you mean by formal induction. Anything that you did not understood, students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I would request others to also please tell me if there is any difficulty or any doubt. Ritesh, Megha, Zeba, Shifa, Riza, Preeti, Pranay, Janvi, Mojis, Gauri. I hope the answer is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think informal induction is a very small one. Okay, can we do that so that we complete the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Formal induction का एक बार आपको मैं screen share कर रही हूँ. Just have a look at it. I hope there is no difficulty here. Okay. So we move ahead to informal induction, one of my favorites, and I think this is something that everybody would, every newly joined employees would look upon to, which is informal induction. Let us see how it is, how it is mentioned in the textbook. Okay, so we begin with informal induction. All right.
Informal induction is unplanned and ad hoc.
अनप्लान मतलब आपने सोचा नहीं है कि किस तरीके से न्यू एम्प्लॉय को जानकारी देनी है. इट्स अ सडन और इट्स अ स्पॉन्टेनियस एक्ट. So ad hoc means spontaneously. Okay, something which is planned or something which is done very suddenly. Okay, that is ad hoc. Okay, all right. Then second one.
New employees learn through trial and error method. They get familiar with the work and work environment by themselves.
By themselves. Yeah, you don't have to conduct an induction and show them a PPT and teach them the methods and explain them the rules and regulations. They will automatically learn. The assumption is the employee will learn through try and error basis. Small companies or medium sized companies conduct informal induction. उन्हें से लगता है एम्प्लॉय ट्राई एंड एरर के बेसिस पे सीख जाएंगे, तो उन्हें सेपरेटली explain करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So that is again informal induction. Then third one.
It is done in brief where few details of the company and its activities are brought to the notice of new employee and they are supposed to familiarize themselves to the same.
Because it is unplanned, so definitely it becomes a little brief. Okay, that means कोई सुपरवाइजर या कोई टीम लीडर होगा जो आपको कंपनी के बारे में लिटिल बिट इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करेंगे to for you to get familiarized. Okay, so this here there is no much attention given to sharing a PowerPoint presentation or sharing the details of company policies. It is just very brief. Okay, they try to explain you the activity of the company. कोई तो एक senior most होगा जो company का activity explain करेगा और at the same time employee को बारीक चीजें बताएंगे. But here there is no much, just like in formal induction, there was a pattern. Okay, there was a procedure to explain to the new employee. Here it is not like that. Then the next point is
The employees are likely to make lot of errors, thereby creating big losses to the organization due to the unstructured nature of the induction.
high chances because of employees not familiar with the company's policies and rules, regulations, or probably procedure and method of working. हो सकता है कुछ ऐसा एरर हो जाए न्यू एम्प्लॉय से जो कि कंपनी को बहुत नुकसान में डाल सकता है because it is unstructured one. I'll explain you at the end why this is my favorite type of induction. Though it is not mentioned here in the textbook, I'll come to it later on. All right, continue, Meher.
This type of induction may also create lot of stress in the minds of the employees, thereby leading to the labor turnover.
Of course, since the employee is not aware about the procedure, he is in a confused state. Okay, and a person who is confused definitely will get into stress. और stress में आप क्या करोगे? Job छोड़ दोगे ना? So employee का labor turnover होगा. So this is again that company has to make a note of it. The confused people are not going to work with you. Okay, so because they are stressed. All right, so. Okay, then next is
It is mostly carried by medium and small scale businesses.
yeah, it is mostly carried by the small scale companies or medium scale enterprises. And lastly,
It can be either done by the supervisor himself or the existing employees by through regular conversation about the rules, regulation, and other details of the organization.
so there is no separate expert who is appointed or no HR representative giving the formal details of the company. Usually done by some senior person or by the co-workers who are working, and through regular conversations, they are informing about the rules and regulations or any other details of the company. Okay, so this is generally done by you can say your colleagues or your team leader or whosoever, but definitely not an HR representative or not an expert. Okay. Now, I wanted to discuss why informal induction is a little advantageous. Although, when you read this paragraph, you will find that there are so many disadvantages of having informal induction. You are keeping your newly employee into a stressful situation. You are not informing much in detail about the procedure and rules and regulations. It is all mentioned in the textbook from this perspective. Okay, but there is another side to a coin. Okay, I feel that informal induction, as I said you in my yesterday's lecture, okay, that induction is making someone feel comfortable. Okay, वो formal atmosphere में नहीं हो सकता है, वो informal atmosphere में ही होगा. Okay, see, when you make someone believe that he's going to work along with you, okay, you have to make him understand that this is a normal working condition and this is how we operate. These are the some rules and regulations. I think in informal environment people get more composed and comfortable. Okay, and the main idea of induction is to reduce the anxiety levels of the newly joined employee. Hence, in my eyes, informal induction through through your supervisors or your colleagues are more effective than the formal induction, because in formal inductions it is more about just giving information. Or informal induction में क्या होता है, there is no pressure, okay, on the newly joined employee. Newly joined employee can ask n number of questions, n number of doubts, okay. And also at the same time, since it is informal and unstructured, there is no evaluation, okay, कोई assess नहीं कर रहा है इस चीज को. So of course, the newly joined employee becomes even more comfortable. Okay, and I think the idea of induction should be made more clear to the companies, okay, so that they work on it. I feel advantages and disadvantages हम next lecture में करते हैं. Hope there is no difficulty till here.